Major success for our new series, Show Me Your Studios. We got a whole bunch of submissions and videos from you guys. If you want to send yours, remember, film in landscape, a 3 to 5 minute video. Say hi to the audience, and MixbusTv, to me if you want, and give us a rundown of your gear, of your setup, show us your studio. In this episode, we start seeing the first one. Here we go.
Hey everyone, my name is John. Greetings today from Cork in the south of Ireland. Just wanted to respond to David's call to give people a look around the home studio that I've got here. It's one with a little bit of difference, so hopefully you'll enjoy the tour. See our building from the outside. This is a 200-300-year-old stone building, stone barn that used to be for milking cattle back in the day, and a couple of years ago I converted it into a studio. So it's now got a little kitchen area, and as you come through, you got a pool table and you got a live room here, which I also use for rehearsals with my bands. And as you can see, there's a rowing machine these days to keep us going during the quarantine. But there's some backline out here, some couches and TVs and stuff for karaoke at parties. But it's my live room when I'm recording drums. So I've got my drums permanently mic'd up. 16 mics on the kit in total. Not the world's fanciest drum kit by any stretch of the imagination, but it does just nicely for me. You can see I've made my own acoustic treatment around the back here and covered it with felt. But that's my kit. Rehearsal, I've got a PA system permanently set up here. We built an upstairs here into an area where they used to store straw many years ago, when this place was a building for animals, and that's where my actual studio is. But there's the view down the room. But upstairs here, I keep my guitar cabs just right outside the door of the studio, so I can mic them up quickly. There's currently a Fredman clip with a couple of 57s on it and some more homemade acoustic treatment there. And then coming into the studio itself, some guitars and crap over there, couch, and the actual workspace that I work with is here. And over here I keep my amps. Now there's only one there at the moment. My Engel Powerball is off being serviced, but guitars, main kind of workspace here. I'm running Cubase 10. I've been a Cubase user for about 20 years. And I should say this is an amateur studio. This is not a professional studio. I'm totally amateur. I've been just recording for fun for many, many years, and always wanted my own studio, and got the opportunity to do that a few years ago. So my rack, the stuff I use pretty much every day, my Kemper at the top, Patch Bay, Alesis AI3 unit, giving me 8 optical ins, so I use that for effects returns. Steinberg 824 interface, 8-channel interface, and then underneath that, one of those cheap Behringer units that's connected via ADAT to the back of the Steinberg, giving me another 8 channels. So in fact, I have the drum kit is connected up to the Steinberg and the Behringer unit, and then the last 8 ins are coming from the ADAT for the outboard gear. None of the outboard gear then is really expensive at all. I have Pro VLA stereo optical compressor there. There's a Korg pitch black tuner. There's a Pro MPA 2-channel mic pre from Art as well. And then a bunch of the Clark Technic stuff. You can see their LA2A clone, their the Pultec clone, and down the bottom is their 1176 clone. And a DBX 160 and one of those Altron 1073 clones there as well as a power amp from my speakers. I'm running a PC, as I mentioned, a pair of old, almost 20-year-old Tannoy monitors, an ancient MIDI controller, keyboard, and an old Behringer desk there where I blend the signals from the cabinets outside. A bunch of guitars. You can see I like black guitars. Les Paul and some LTD stuff, a cheap Squire, and a useful bass. PV 6505 mini head, bunch of pedals, essential soldering iron, but usually my Engel amp is sitting there as well. So that's the room. So there you have it. That's my studio. It's quite a DIY thing. You can see the speakers here up on timber, and it's nothing too fancy. But as I said, it's not a commercial studio. It's a project studio, albeit a quite a good size one. So I do appreciate that. I'm a very lucky guy to have this, but I've waited a long time. I had a bedroom studio in all of my houses up to now for many years, so it's great to finally have a good sized man cave to do all of this work in. Quick thanks to David for giving me a chance to show this, and thanks for all of the advice over the last couple of years, and really glad to see the channel released back to you earlier this year. And you can probably tell I'm a metal guy. Most of what I record here is metal. I've got a couple of bands. I've got a doom metal band called The Grief, and a melodic black metal band called For Ruin from a few years ago. Both bands are on Spotify. I'll put links to them here and the artwork so you can check it out if you're interested. And the most recent Grief EP we released was recorded right here, only released in February of this year, so you'll get a chance to hear what this room sounds like. Thanks for your time. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe, and cheers from Ireland.
How you doing, David? It's my personal setup. Got my distressor, my manly core, Convert ED Plus, D-Box Plus, Apollo 8, Custom W, Home Audio, Avid S1s, mixing through some Atoms, TC Electronic, a few more pieces of gear here. These here play nice together. Built this place myself. My sub, my Clorox and Lysol. My recording booth. Rev C. A short video.
Hey MixbusTv, thanks for doing this home studio contest. Appreciate it, David. My name is Steven. I live just south of Boston, Massachusetts, and this is a tour of my home studio. But first up, using about the most powerful Mac Mini money can buy to run everything. I use Pro Tools for all my DA, A to D. Conversion is the Apollo X8Ps, two of those, and then I have the Apollo Twin for basically what is a monitor controller and talk back. I have the API 3124 MVs, two of those for a total of 8 mic pre's. Everything's going through a set of patch bays. I like to think this is all pretty professionally wired. There I got the SSL nucleus for control surface. Over here, the API 2500 bus compressor, 2 distressors, LA2A, and the Neve 5059 satellite summing mixer, which I love that. Over here, we're in the SSL Fusion, couple 500 series chassis from Neve. As you can see, the 1073 Neve mic pre's, the Chandler TG2s, the Shadow Hills Mono Gamma, which I really love those. And down here, just the tape emulators, the inductor EQs, and the diode bridge compressors. But let me back up and really show you the room. For monitoring, I have the Genelec 8351A SAM coaxial active monitors. By the way, this whole studio is in the basement of my house. As you can see, not crazy high ceilings, unfortunately, but it actually does work pretty well. All prime acoustic paneling. Over here, drum set, 2 8x14 brass snares. Got a rear monitor couch over here. So the monitor actually is connected to the computer. Over there's like a little mic closet drawer. So I have a lot of good stuff. Telefunken Elam 251E, Neumann M149, got a U87, Royer 121, AKG 414s. I have a pair of Coles 4048s, 4038s. Here's the vocal booth. Actually works pretty well. Let's see here. Got a little patch panel. And I use this, I forget who makes, it's like OA. It's a really nice kind of mic stand in a small kind of condensed area. I have a subwoofer down there. As you can see, I got some diffusers and stuff both the drums, it works. Honestly, there's actually a really pretty nice live sound in this room when recording drums. Something about that corner and the reflections work in a kind of a positive manner. Cool. Thanks for doing this.
So this was the first episode of Show Me Your Studio. Let me know in the comment down below if you like this series. If you like this video, please don't forget to leave a like. If you want to send yours, again, send the link to the email in the info box down below. Landscape, 3 to 5 minutes. Say hi to the audience, say hi to everyone. Follow MixbusTv on Instagram and Facebook. Stay tuned for my new mixing course coming up soon on Pro Mix Academy. Stay safe. See you next time.